It's early July, and across the country, millions of high school students are sitting in the dark, frantically hitting refresh on the College Board website. The anticipation is so intense that students spend weeks scouring Reddit for portal hacks and backdoor loops, doing whatever it takes to shave a few days off the wait time and see the results early. This panic is driven by a specific assumption that the AP 1 through 5 scale functions exactly like a standard high school report card. We assume a 5 is an A+, a 3 is a C, and a 1 is a failing grade. However, that single digit obscures the raw points and the statistical curves that actually define your performance. To determine if an AP score is actually strong, we have to zoom out and look at the hidden mechanics that built it. This diagram breaks down the score's architecture. Each 1 through 5 integer is a composite built from two distinct testing halves. The multiple choice section is graded instantly by a computer, while the free response essays and problem sets are graded by human readers using strict, standardized rubrics. Those combined points drop through invisible thresholds called cut scores, dictating where a 3 becomes a 4 or a 4 becomes a 5. Every year, College Board panels adjust these lines to calibrate the exam against college-level performance. This means the exact raw composite that earned a 5 last year might only earn a 4 this year if the panel determines the exam was slightly easier. Your final score represents a calibration against college-level performance, fluctuating based on how the panels adjust for difficulty each year. If we zoom out a bit further, we run into the annual score distributions by subject. This bar chart compares perfect score rates across different exams, showing a massive disparity. Historically, AP Calculus BC boasts a 5 rate well above 40%. Meanwhile, subjects like AP US Government or AP Human Geography sit at the complete opposite end of the spectrum, with 5 rates regularly dipping below 15%. This gap comes down to self-selection. Calculus BC is typically taken by older students who already excel at advanced math. Human Geography is often flooded with freshmen taking their very first college-level class, which skews the curve downward. Earning a 3 on a notoriously brutal exam like Physics C against a highly competitive demographic signals serious academic rigor. A 3 in a freshman-heavy survey class reads differently to a selective admissions office. Zooming out to the final layer, we run into a major myth. The College Board does not grant college credit. Individual colleges do. Those colleges offer two different rewards. Credit means the university awards actual course units, reducing tuition and time to graduation. Placement lets you skip an introductory class for higher-level courses, but without the free units. A mid-tier state university might grant full credit for a 3 across the board. Highly selective institutions operate with completely different demands. At places like MIT, individual academic departments set their own rules. The math department might demand a perfect 5 for any credit, while the history department might accept a 4. The practical utility of an AP score depends entirely on a specific university's internal credit policy. A 5 is universally recognized as excellent and earns credit almost everywhere. A 4 is highly respected and will get you credit at the vast majority of colleges. A 3 is the nuanced middle ground. You have to interpret it based on the difficulty of the specific subject and the expectations of your target school. Scores of 1 and 2 rarely earn college credit, but they do not ruin a college application or define your academic worth. Sometimes you put in hours of intense effort and still get a low score. That is a frustrating reality of a rigid, standardized testing system, not a personal failure. Instead of obsessing over the raw number sitting in your College Board portal, search for your target college's common data set or their specific AP credit policy page. Your AP score functions as a currency. Its true exchange rate is only found in the registrar's office of the school you choose to attend.